All right, so let's dive a little bit deeper here. So, part of the reason it's called Hangry is because you were outraged by the certain components of what was happening with Grubhub. Could you, I would imagine that puts some people like in an uncomfortable position, and so I wanted to get your take on that. Like, were you nervous about talking about this publicly?
Yeah, I was nervous about it. Heck, nobody's asked me that question actually. So I appreciate that. Yeah, I was nervous about it. Grubhub was my baby, and even though my baby's grown up, and in some ways, like
Yeah.
I literally say in the book, I asked the question, "Did I create a Frankenstein?"
Hmm.
And I don't ask that out of a place of sour grapes. I
Hmm.
ask that out of a place of I have a high bar of expectation for how companies should act in the environments that they live in and that they work in. And Grubhub, along with Uber Eats and DoorDash and all the other companies,
Hmm.
they have an obligation to do right by restaurants because that's their customers. They're the ones who ultimately they rely on, and they're the ones that they're creating products to help. And so I'm frank in the book about places where the company's fallen short of that, not out of a place of sour grapes, like I said, but out of a desire to see that company or other companies do better. And you can do that and make a profit. And part of my point is when you do right by your customers, you create competitive differentiation. And
Hmm.
when you do that, you don't have to just keep buying customers to keep them around. Like you don't have to keep paying for Google. They stay around because your company is valuable to them. And
Right.
so I think it's a recipe for success just as much as it is in some ways, a critique of some of the things they've done.
Mhm.
That's a lot more diplomatic than the way I put it in the book. I'm just pissed off about it in the book.